want to make more money as a freelance writer, stick around because I'll be teaching you how to do freelance copywriting on Fiverr and generate a lot more income. Before we begin, my name is Carmen and I've been freelance copywriting for over 8 years. I've written for Neil Patel, Marketo, GoDaddy, Forbes, tons of other big businesses, and I've helped some of these and my clients generate huge results. Make sure to also get my free courses and other resources in the description because it'll help with today's topic, which is getting set up on Fiverr and generating an income as a freelance copywriter on that website. And I've always recommended Fiverr in my training with my students because it's really easy to get set up, it's free, and you can instantly get your feet wet, start making money, learning how to deal with clients, deliverables, how to pitch prospects, and do a lot of things that are just very valuable as an entrepreneur and as a freelancer. But as I talk about in my course Wise Copy, if you're looking to make a six-figure business and a really scaled, legitimate copywriting business, then you do eventually need to move off these platforms. So they're amazing to start with, but I would advise not relying on them if you're looking to make a really serious income, because you essentially don't own the channel. It's a rented channel, meaning that the company owns it, Fiverr, and you're not necessarily completely in control if your account gets in good standing or gets deleted. And it's always nice to have your own website, collect your own email list, and just build your own personal assets that you're in control of. But nonetheless, let's actually talk about how you can use Fiverr to start making some money. Okay, so to begin, we're going to head over to fiverr.com with 2 R's. And this is the website here. So what we want to do is come up to the top right, click that join button, and you're going to be able to join in a few different ways. You can sign up with your Facebook account. If you have a Google account, you can do that. If you have an Apple account, you can do that, or you can do your email. So I'm just going to type in an email here, hit the continue button, and then you're going to choose a username, a password, and after you join, it's then going to tell you to verify your email. So make sure to go check your inbox, click the verification button, and then you're good to go. It's literally that fast. Now, this is what the Fiverr dashboard looks like. And what we want to do is we want to become a seller. So when you sign up for Fiverr, it is automatically as the account that would actually pay for services. So to become a seller and actually sell copywriting services, go to the top right, click your profile, and then click the Become a Seller option. And so with the personal info, it's straightforward. First name, last name, upload a professional picture, preferably a headshot or something really high resolution, high quality. It'll just help with your branding and the image. And then in the description, what you want to do is try to use all 600 characters if possible, because you want to elaborate on your experience, your skills, and very importantly, talk about the benefits of working with you. Now, what I see my students do wrong a lot is they actually just talk about the very general stuff like their education, what they're capable of doing. But what you should do is actually talk about the benefits of working with you, like you have really good communication, productivity, time management, you crush deadlines, you're really good at SEO, so you can help drive traffic and leads. You're great at direct response, so you can help drive conversions and revenue. So take your skills, take your expertise, education, but then explain what that's actually gonna do for the client. Because if a business is hiring you for copywriting, it's not just the writing that's valuable, it's the time and energy you help them save, it's the money they make, the traffic they get from Google, and so on. So make sure to put that in there. And then just choose what languages you can speak down here. And then we're gonna click the continue button. Now on the professional info, here's what we're gonna do. So under the drop-down menu here, choose something related to copywriting. So writing and translation will probably be the best. And just talk about how much experience you have there, from which year to what. And then you gotta choose 2 to 5 of your best skills in this area. So for example, it might be articles and blog posts, email copy, website content, it might be legal writing, proofreading. So choose 2 to 5 of your best skills, because this will help you essentially find gigs related to those specific things. And then if we scroll down, you can actually click add new here for very specific skills. So you can type in something like copy, and you can get different things here. And then you can actually choose the experience level and then add that. And then people can see on your account the exact services and skills you have, so they know if you're a good fit, maybe if they need SEO, digital marketing, and so on. And then education, yeah, choose your degree when you got that. Any kind of certificates or awards, these are really good for social proof, and you're showing that you're actually good and certified to do what you're doing. And then if you have a personal website, like I talk a lot about in Wise Copy and some of my free courses, it's really important to have a website because you own it, you get traffic, you can put your portfolio there and so on. So make sure at some point you are getting a website, and then click that continue button. And over here on the linked accounts section, you just have to verify your Google account, Facebook and Twitter. They want to make sure that you have a social presence, and also optimize these for copywriting. Make sure you have a copywriting related keyword in the username or the biography. And once again, be active on these, have a good profile picture, because you want that branding to be omni-channel. Every account, everything you use should look pretty similar and very professional. And then last but not least, just put an email and phone number to secure your account. Click the finish button and you're all done. So I'm going to click finish here again. Okay, and we're ready to make our first gig. So the gig title, for example, I'm going to do SEO. I'm going to do website copywriting. So I will write website copy that converts. So the category for us, it actually gives us some recommendations. So it looks like website content, sounds pretty good. And then in my case, I'd be doing English. So choose that. You can actually choose 2 if you want. And then search tags. So I'm going to do copywriting, copywriter, websites. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Maybe website as well. You can do 5 max, so try to use all 5. Yeah, and then save and continue. So make sure you choose that right option from the drop down, and then we're gonna have to go into pricing. So this is gonna depend completely on your own rates and how much you charge. Now, I always recommend people to charge more than they think they're worth, because often copywriters undercharge. So if you're doing content writing, do at least 10 cents per word, even if you're brand new. Trust me, you don't want to undercharge yourself, and then you end up getting crappy, low-paying clients that are just a pain to work with. So definitely start charging more, and it just prevents that, and it prevents spinning your wheels. So we have the basic plan, and eventually you can unlock doing all 3 packages as you make more money, but we're just going to start off with our basic. So I'm going to call it Web Copy Basic. Describe the details. So talk about what they're getting out of it. I'm going to say, I will write your business a home page, about page, service page, contact page, and blog. Delivery time, do whatever you think based on your own time management and deadline capabilities. So I might say 7 days, so like 1 week. Number of pages, we're going to do 5. Focus keywords. So that's for SEO purposes, which you should know about. And if you don't, go into the description, get my free SEO course. You'll learn more about that. So let's say 2. Competitor research will include, that's a big part of it. We'll do 1 round of revisions. And then, for example, we might do like $50 per page. So we can say 250. And then additional words. So this is really good for upselling. So you have your initial service, which in this case is website copy. But you can actually make more money by upselling additional services. So if someone wants more words, I will say that if they want an extra 500 words, that's going to be $25. If they want extra fast delivery, so I'll deliver in half the time, 3 days, for an additional 25. You know, I'm not doing necessarily any kind of concrete, serious prices here, but just to give you an idea. So if you want an extra page, 1 day, I'll do $50 because we're doing $50 a page. Additional focus keywords, it's not really a big deal. We'll say $10 for an additional, and it'll take an extra day. Stock photos for $10. Additional revisions, so I'm going to charge an extra $15. We'll say 25. 1 day, and then you can keep adding more stuff. But as you can see, you have your base service, and then you're going to make even more money from all the upsells. And then after all that, I'm going to click save and continue. And now we're on to the description. So we're going to talk a bit more about the gig itself. So we want to talk about the features, which are the factual pieces of information about the service, in this case, website copy, and then the benefits, which is exactly what that does for the client. So for example, I might say homepage copy that creates authority, credibility, and drives SEO traffic to your inner pages. So there's that feature, right? We're writing homepage copy, but it translates into these other things. And that's a staple copywriting practice in itself. And you should use that as much as possible wherever you can, because it's a huge mistake to just talk about the feature. So remember, the client really wants the benefits, so talk about that in the description. I can say service pages that drive conversions and get you more customers, and you would keep on filling this out, doing that. And then maybe talk about the value proposition, so what makes you worth working for, or working with rather, than other writers. Perhaps you have just more experience or something very unique about you, so let that be known in the gig. And then you can also add FAQs. So those are pretty good because obviously people are going to have questions about the services. So you want to think about what they would question or what they would object. So you might do things like, what's your turnaround time? And then you would put something in here. Do you do other languages? Things like that. So try to think of what people would ask, and you can add it in this FAQ section. You can hit save and continue after that. Now, requirements are pretty good if you want to pre-select clients and you don't want to work with just anybody. So you can add a question here, and then either people can choose free text, multiple choice, or actually attach something. For example, I might say I need content guidelines, branding guidelines, and a buyer persona, which would be really important for website copy. And then I would click attachment, hit add, save and continue. And then gallery. So gallery are pretty good. You can add images, videos, or audio if you want to just showcase your talent. PDFs as well. So if you have a PDF or a portfolio of any kind, try to screenshot it, take a video, and then add it here, because it just adds social proof and credibility that you're actually good at what you're doing. And then once you've done that, you can click save and continue. And then all I would have to do in this case, because I'm doing an English copywriting service, is take a quick English test to prove my skills and that I can actually deliver. And then once I've done that and passed, I can click publish gig. So depending on your exact listing that you're doing, you may or may not have to do something like that, but click the publish gig and then it's live. Make sure to promote this on social media, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, wherever you can, to get more gigs, but also just as people search for those services on Fiverr, they'll find you and reach out. Now, when you actually do get an order, you can click orders up here, and this is where you're actually going to see when people order from you and exactly what they want, and then you can actually fulfill it. You put notes here, the status was completed or whatnot, new, active, late, delivered, completed. So you'll see all your orders here nice and organized, and then when people message you, it'll be in the messages section, and you can also communicate there. And then, for example, they may want you to deliver it as a Word doc or something you can share directly through Fiverr. I always recommend that if you're working on a platform like this, maybe Upwork as well, that you stay on there with that particular client, so you don't deliver it off the platform and then they can just leave without paying you. So make sure that you're always doing everything through the orders and messages section of Fiverr. But once you've done that, you're good to go. You can start copywriting on Fiverr and getting gigs. If you'd like to learn more about copywriting and making a living online as a writer, go into the description. Once again, go get my free courses and resources that'll help you do all those things. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also toss some ideas for videos in the comments if you want. Let me know what you think. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.